Bring it in.
Welcome back to the Liquid Late Nights podcast. We blackly black, we so black, and we back. So I'm going to put this out to the crowd real quick because this was asked. I had a listener ask me a question. Yes, we have listeners, and this listener asked a question, wanted to know if we would talk about this real quick. And it is a female, and she wants to know if we think that if a woman uses pheromone-laced perfume, is that cheating when trying to attract a man?
Okay, my first question would be, who made that perfume?
Wait,
Right.
my first question is, why she need that to attract a man? She a female.
Exactly, that too.
Well, I think she was under impression like she doesn't want to do it because she thinks it's too much. Like you should be able to do it on your own. So she doesn't want to get it, but she knows people are buying it, and there's a lot of companies making them. I guess I don't know if they really work, but her thought was like, isn't that kind of just like cheating? Shouldn't you be good enough as a woman to just roll into a room and get somebody that,
have that energy? But so is this now? I'm curious about who made this. Where's it from?
I've seen a bunch of different ones.
Somebody
go to Amazon.
Some female sweat glands, and then reposited, and you know what I mean, and then.
Well, I knew a male, the clone version of this. I mean, I knew a dude who had that for years, and he swore by it. That it was.
Did it work? Did it work for the dude?
That's listen.
I mean,
pheromone deal.
He was
mostly,
a hoe.
Okay. It's mostly because when I saw that, I said, well, I've heard about it. I know this. It's mostly with in the mammals, other mammals besides human, but it works in the sense. I'm not talking about the fumes. I'm talking about the essence of what you are as a human being. There is an attraction. You could come into a place, and I'm not even talking about lust and stuff. You get this energy. You get it from a female. It's just it's there. You know what I mean? If it's right.
Yeah.
So that can be either a sweat or it's the I want to say odor's a bad word. The aura of what you are, not odor. The odor is odor, but not odor is bad. But you could. I can probably just speak for myself. It'll knock me right out. I said, oh God. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's something you can buy that's manufactured. That's something you got in the inside.
That's what kind of threw me off the back. I said, what is? I thought it was somebody asked her about. Well, if you with a person or you guys got near each other, because why do you think a lot of romances or start in the workplace and stuff? Because you're around each other, and there's certain people have attractions, not just, and it's not all, it's physical. Is that stuff physical? You sense it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I'm not even talking about to make people cheat in that kind of environment, but I'm just meeting somebody, period. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. We're talking single people, and you were in somewhere and you see someone, and maybe you're trying to meet someone anyway. So it's that essence. Do you need extra to make that happen? Because I always thought my thought was like, well, isn't that just regular? Couldn't it just be perfume? You're going to go out into some place dressed up nice, want to meet people. You want to present your best face forward. So I don't know if it counts as cheating because I don't think it actually works.
Well, okay. So next question about that part. Yeah. Well, but if it's like putting bait on a hook or something. I guess, man. Come on.
All right. So you're not down with it.
No. I'm just trying to think. Why would you? If you go, I always thought, but then I guess if someone's single, they just out on the single life, just looking for the hookup. I guess they can try what they're going to try. But if you're sitting you out there, looking for a person you want to spend some time with, you genuinely, that stuff happens. You know what I mean? It just does. And if it's a natural hormone, if you want to say that, I do know that there's in the animal kingdom, it's at certain times in the essence that comes around, and it's when I read about I didn't know you guys were going to be talking about some perfumes, but they're saying like there's certain times with males and female we have a stronger aura about ourselves that triggers something if you meet the right kind of person. So that's but if this person want to buy it and go out, that person want to do some serious hunting. She goes for some trapping. You know what I mean?
Oh, we back on the track. No, but you're going to get somebody else to test it just in case.
Well, that's not. Well, come on.
They're not about that life. So they're going to see if it works, and if it doesn't work, but if it does work, they know because they don't want that kind of attention.
Wait. This person is selling you a bill of goods, okay? Because what are you even thinking about it for then? Where did it even come up?
I think it was just. I think if I remember the story correctly, Perfume was being purchased. This came up, and that started a conversation. So, and then the conversation was like, I wanted to share this with the males. I want to hear what the guy said. So that's how we ended up with this. So I think we're on the same page. I think it is more natural. I don't think it's something you can buy and manufacture.
Yeah,
I think it's something that you're just going to have in your essence.
Yeah,
Lay it
because
on
you may
me.
buy some stuff they send from Perfume that smells like, it just doesn't smell very good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can get some Chanel or something. It's fine. You want to do that. All right.
That's scary.
Moving on.
Okay.
That was our opening. That was our opening pitch. But if you see me out and about and want to ask me a question, feel free. Or hit us up at liquidlatenight.com. All right, we're going to move into our sports area for a minute.
Well, this is a great sports time of the year, so yeah.
So we got a World Series.
Yeah. Start 21st.
Yeah, it starts on. I thought it was this Friday actually. I just
Oh, yes, the
pulled
20th
that
through the
up.
1st.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's the 7th, Friday night, 8:00.
people say they wanted Seattle, but I think you got two big cities, nice Toronto, even though it's in Canada, which is Toronto's like right across the water. So hey, and of course the Dodgers are probably going to win it anyway. I think it's going to be a good series.
Yeah, I mean they had a big payroll. I was looking at some numbers. I think their payroll's pretty. They spend a lot of money. Like LA spends a lot of money. I think it's going to be surprising.
There's no cap in baseball, so they just do what they want.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I'm excited. I watch some of it.
Yeah, the Seattleites that live in my house were not happy. They were, but not surprised that somehow the Mariners did not close it out. So like they find a way. So, but Shohei, he had
Ohtani had a serious game that game for against the Brewers. That was like, man. Anybody that's some Reggie Jackson. That's probably better than some Reggie Jackson. It's the October type stuff.
Yeah, that's some the Babe Ruth side. Like they were looking at the numbers. Yeah. He's not just a generational talent. Like when it comes to baseball, he's in the hall. That's not even a question. It wasn't even a question. But what he did for us with the pitching that night, his hitting that night, you can't stop. You can't stop.
I was reading something.
LA made all their money back already. They're they already made the money back.
$700 million they paid him was over the 10 years. They've already got that money back.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane, but they have. So that was saying, hey, so baseball's rolling, rock and rolling. Got a lot of people talking about it. What do you want? Oh man,
check out the game. Check a little action. See where it goes. Then also, I'm going to move this up a little bit. We'll talk about the other stuff at the end. NBA opening night was last night. All right.
Yeah, I watched quite a bit of the first game, which was very, very good. I mean, but it went to double overtime on opening night, which is crazy. But let me tell you something. I'm a Laker fan, But Oklahoma City Thunder, if them boys don't get hurt or something like that, they'd be knocking that door again. They're that good. Because the Rockets are good and they got KD, but it was the Thunder, like, man, I said, it was just a good game. The first game of the year, I was just watching it. It was just that good. You know what I mean? And I was trying to say, okay, end this thing so I can get to the Laker game. So they went to overtime. They went to the next overtime. I said, come on, guys. By the time they finished, I had to go to bed. I didn't watch very much the Laker Warrior game, but I watched like a minute. And I said, you need to take your butt to bed.
I'm sure embassy was not mad about it at all.
Oh, of course not.
First night back, they got to play their music.
Well, a lot of things I read on some of the social media sites that said people were impressed with NBC. They're saying like they've been listening to garbage for the last 20 years, listening to TNT and ESPN. NBC was they were killing it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it was yeah.
So Grant Hill talking, one of the announcers, like, look at you, boy, look at this man.
And Grant Hill's a man.
Still living off that magic money we gave him. It's fine. It's worth it. It's worth it. We're not bitter. We're not. And Magic getting ready to do their opening night here Thursday, or is this weekend? They got open night. It's going to be a whiteout from what I understand. Somebody's going. So yeah, very excited. Very, very, very ready for some sports ball. All right, we're gonna get ready to get into.
What is that?
We're gonna get into this. All right, let me do one more happy. No, I guess I'll do one. All right. How you get fired on your day off? That is the question that I got to ask.
It happens a lot.
The Gators finally pulled the trigger and fired Billy Napier.
Was anybody shocked?
No, but he did just win a game at least. He lost the game, and then he won the next game, and they fired him after that win.
Again, is anybody shocked? Because all the people I ran into were saying, "Oh yeah, well that was going to happen."
Yeah, no. Listen, there's been a firebillynapier.com for at least 2 years. This is what you do. Florida fans do. You start being mad at a coach, you get a website up, you start talking. It was time. Listen, clearly, you always presented as a good dude. Off the field, the team was very disciplined. You didn't really have any issues. Academically, all this kind of stuff. They're doing fine on that. But on the field, it was just not there. DJ Language, not really progressing as a quarterback, no matter how good he is.
Here's the question. Here's a question. So
yeah,
they talking about Lane Kiffin.
Oh Jesus!
They keep recycling that guy to put a job.
This guy's been all over the country. He does give people something. I don't know what it is.
Where's the state he can't go back to? Louisiana.
Oh, I thought he couldn't go back to California after.
He can't go. Certainly can't go back. So he was at SC. Yeah, he can't go back there either.
Yeah, they don't like him in Tennessee either.
Oh, that's what it was. It wasn't Louisiana, it was Tennessee. Where does this guy get all this juice from? He can just get these gigs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. He's got swagger, and his teams perform well. They don't perform all the way to like the high end, but he gets good performance out of these teams he gets on. I don't know. I don't want to see that, but also I don't think like the James Franklins I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, be realistic on this. They said it, I saw something that was like, you're going to have to ask like Saban. You can go just because you have to ask if Saban wants to do it, but he's not going to do it. You have to ask Urban Meyer, which I don't think you should do, but again, he's not going to do it. And just be realistic on it. I don't think Lean, as much as these fans seem to think he'd be a good fit, I don't know if he's a good fit.
Well,
but they got a little time. Maybe they'll take some time with this one because I mean they pretty much concede in the rest of the season at this point. It's like win or lose. Like this season is what it is, so they don't have to make a decision right now.
Well, everybody was all sideways because the Buccaneers went to Detroit and got smashed up, but they're doing okay. But you can't expect to win them all. So that
y'all got Mike Evans hurt again.
Yeah, he's done it.
And he just came back and got jacked up more than he was. So,
I mean, he probably came back too soon.
It was a different injury. It's like the shoulder. What is the shoulder and like collar? Yeah, I think he went out on like a hip thing before. Like, yeah, no man. But it is what it is.
But that was actually it was actually a good game for a while. You know what I mean? Then you realize what is. The Bucs was not gonna make it, which is fine too. But hey, this week I don't know if we got any kind of exciting because this is midweek. What is this? Week 8 or what is it? Week 8. It's like almost midweek.
It's like 6-17s on bye, which is terrible for my fantasy league. So there's a lot of holes. So nothing. I don't think of any big games right now. I'm just trying to make it through.
The Bucs got to go to New Orleans. They should probably win that game.
Yeah.
So they're getting a short week. Giants and the Eagles, that's the win for the Eagles and the Giants. My boy could hear me say the Giants are like, these games are
not the Jets.
Yeah.
So you got your Bulls up there, still ranked. I guess that's why we're talking about them too.
Oh yeah, we took Kevin. Was it who was that? Temple this past week, and the Bulls are marching, man.
Yeah,
I thought they look good. That game already just smashed those boys up though. Friday night game here is pretty crazy. Now the only problem if I'm a student is like I got to go from on Friday. I got to go 15, 20 miles across town from out where USF is to over off of Del Mar. Yeah, you know what I mean. How do you get back? I mean,
yeah. Hey, we used to in the 90s, my day for when I was at UCF, and UCF played downtown at what's Camping World now was Citrus Bowl then. That's a 20-minute drive on toll roads across town for a game. You want to see a game, you're going to drive.
Yeah, but that's not a 20-minute drive from USF to Raymond James.
Yeah,
because that's the easy way to get there.
Yeah,
you can either take 275 all the way around to Del Mar, or you can go cross and come down through the communities through Carrollwood and places that didn't come up. But either way, it's not
It's
easy.
not a straight shot. Yeah. On campus is better, and it's coming. You guys are finally coming up. That's why UCF built theirs.
I saw that. I saw it the other day. I was driving by there, and I saw that they're working on it. It's got to be. It's right off of. It's right on the campus. It's right off of Holly, and it's going to be right in a couple of years. That's going to be awesome. But then again, my brother was saying some stuff, but I hadn't thought of it. He said, "Well, they probably going to build some better hotels and stuff, Longfellow Avenue there, because people coming in town with that big arena like that, because." There's a hotel on the campus there, which is nice. But most of the other stuff up and down Fowler there is like the motel type deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know some development's going to happen. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
Which is awesome.
But I think on campus is better for the school spirits, better for the boosters, better in general. And then I think development's going to follow it, because you're putting that much money into that, and then what athletic fields and all that kind of stuff. They're out there. So.
Well, there's hotels that go out Bruce B. Downs headed towards 75. There's some out that way, which is not that far either. Now that I think about it, but something right within a mile or so of where the campus is something totally different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's what you do.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're gonna move out of the sports ball action. Talk about a little bit of entertainment. Let's see. Since I know you didn't finish up Star Trek, we'll move on to something else. So the Diplomat season dropped, season 3.
Yeah.
I made it through 2.5 episodes.
I binged it already.
Oh, jeez.
It's like 8 episodes, and it dropped. It dropped, and they dropped them all at once.
Yeah. It's Netflix, yeah.
And it's that good. It's really, really good.
No, it is. I started it like too late at night to try to do more than.
Oh, I didn't do it that way. I just saw it. That's why I watched it. I did a couple one day and a couple another next. I knew I was at the end of it. But it's I read someplace where they already been greenlighted for another season.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because it's exciting. It goes, and whoever's writing it, it may be writing itself. It's just good.
Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of people, not just people, since they brought in Bradley Whitford, they already had what's face from the West Wing. I saw one of their directors for at least the first episode or so was a guy I recognized from West Wing, who always did a lot of their episodes, and I think he was producing towards the end. So there's a lot of that pedigree in there. But yeah, so far what I've seen, I like it. Hal Weiler,
he's something else.
He is something else.
Yeah.
Rufus, was that real name? Rufus something. That's a good actor, but yeah, that character is something.
His character is to be reckoned with. And they got to do another season, because the cliffhanger on this one is excellent at the end of it. I'm not telling you anything. I just said it's cliff. I didn't say anything. I said cliffhanger.
You just said it's excellent. All right.
That's all I said. I didn't give anything else about that. I haven't seen any other kind of. Well, I'm still watching it. The Tulsa King. I think they only drop it one at a time, so I'm up to like 4. I think it's still good. It's yeah. I was watching. I was reading, because people are like reviews and influencers. They're saying like, with the Tulsa King, so where are the cops? Because man, Freddie is doing whatever he want to do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then he's having this war with this guy. I forget his name. That the old bourbon guy from Tulsa, from the area, and they're fighting over all this unique bourbon and stuff. It's funny. It's kind of brutal, but it's well done. And Stallone is good in it. Yeah. So he's old, but he's still kicking.
Has your boy shown up yet?
What's that?
Samuel Jackson.
He's going to be in it?
Yeah, we talked about that.
He's
we just don't know when he shows up.
Yeah, so. I hadn't yet, because I'm again, they milking you. They dropping like one at a time. And so, yeah, I saw that. But actually, if someone want to watch that movie, and the Diplomat's good, but the Tulsa King it's good, light movie watching. I mean, TV watching, if you do that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I read someplace, I know we always back to Sinners all the time, but Sinners is going to be re-released for a couple of days for Halloween. What's the dates on that? And some IMAX limited stuff around.
Yeah, starting the 30th, so Thursday. So it must be running through the weekend. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, run 3 or 4 days, which is smart on that part. And listen, they wouldn't be doing it if they didn't have the right kind of interest for it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put that in your pipe and smoke it. So it's like, and I heard that you can get yourself some Sinners paraphernalia, is it paraphernalia or costume for Halloween?
Merchandise.
If you want to be smoke or stack or Mary or Memphis Slim, and these other people.
They'll have action figures in time for Christmas.
It's crazy. You want to be, what's the guy name of the main vampire guy? Remy.
Okay.
Remy.
Okay.
Got then dance a jig.
There's your Halloween party right there, people.
Well, that's what we do.
Halloween is coming. I gotta decide if I'm doing it. I don't know yet. All right. And then you got, I know why you're talking about this kind of, but did you bring this because of what they talked about? MTV is killing some of their music channels?
No, I understood they're killing MTV. So is that wrong?
So what I understood was they're killing off their European music channels for MTV. They didn't say anything about the US based stuff yet. From the last thing I heard.
When was that?
That was like a week ago. Uh-oh. Is MTV?
There's something I read within that. I'm thinking, what? Because they gave his death notice from born 1981, died in 2025. The way I saw it, and it's what they showed. It was in. So because they had already got rid of most of the video stuff, MTV was a game changer. But I don't know. But that's what I thought. Honestly,
yeah, it's still okay. Yeah, they're talking most about the MTV stuff in Europe. Still was playing music videos and not music focus, and those are getting rid of those. The ones here in the US were really not doing music anymore anyway. So is it music television? If it's
so they were trying to do movie production stuff like that.
Yeah, they had. I remember. I think they put out a couple movies and doing a lot of reality TV programming. You know, the funny thing about the VMAs, the Video Music Awards every year was like, there's no videos. I mean, no videos on MTV. They're still making videos, but you go watch them on YouTube or Vivo or whatever it is. But nobody's like, nobody watches MTV on a daily basis to trying to get the latest hot song, the latest thing, whatever. It's not relevant like that. I don't think it's been relevant for 20 years, honestly. And I feel bad about that.
Kind of.
That was, you did, like you said, it's a game changer. People, hot new song, hot new act, artist would drop a song, album.
It was a brand new. It's before MTV. What you had, American Bandstand, or what they had on Saturday, Soul Train, and what's the other stuff they usually have? Even before that, you had Lawrence Welk.
You're gonna drop the hot hit on Lawrence Welk.
Well, the Jacksons played there. Yeah. The Jackson 5. Yeah,
on Lawrence Welk.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
As a matter of fact, I saw a YouTube piece of it the other day. Because if you're gonna reach somebody, please. They was. This is like 68 or 69. So they were like nice. They were cool. Because they were on as well. But they did it. So yeah. Speaking of some movies, did we talk last week about this new Predator deal that's coming out? I know.
We briefly touched on it. Like there's a Predator movie from the Predator's perspective coming out soon.
That's the 7th, I think it is. I don't know about it. I can't. I don't know what it's at a hunting planet. We already had one of those also. I mean,
Predator Badlands. Yeah, it's weird because they did Prey a couple years ago, which was like in the
17th century.
Yeah,
which was very good. Okay, the first time I tried to watch it, I don't know, maybe my nerves weren't ready for it. But I went back and watched it again about maybe 6 months or so later. And I said, man, this is, yeah. And then I actually went back and I watched it twice within a week or two, because once I understood what they was doing, and because in the culture, the warrior culture in the Native Americans, that was part of going out there. You got to go out and kill a lion or something like that, become a man or become a warrior. And this Predator was out there, it was, yeah, I enjoyed it. It's just me. But the one that's coming now, it's like, I'm trying to figure out, what is this?
Yeah, a young Predator, probably again, trying the other direction, trying to earn his stripes, and goes to this planet that's not set up for him. Like he's not the baddest thing on the planet.
Oh no,
he's fresh out the boat. So, I might see anything. I haven't seen them. Like, I don't go out of my way to watch them in the theater. Them in the Alien movies, like I'll end up seeing them somehow randomly.
Did you see the Predator that came out like 10 or maybe 15 years ago now? The one where they dropped them on that planet?
Like Predators? Like
Yeah.
And I remember seeing the trailer coming out. I didn't.
You should watch it.
So you don't watch that one? It's Adrian
Well,
Brody
you have like
right?
Adrian Brody, you have Mahershala Ali. You got a good crew there, boss man. It's and the concept was, I really like that. You got what's Lawrence Fishburne. It's actually pretty good. I've seen it over the years because it's old. It's probably like 15 years ago, maybe if not longer. At least 15 years.
No, I think it's like 15 because I think you look at that timeline because I think that the Alien movie that's not the Alien movie came out kind of around that same time or after that.
The Aliens, no, I saw Alien and Predator, which I've watched a couple of times, but anyway, what do I know?
Spooky season. I just want to see people dressed up. That's all I need. That's all I need to make it through the day.
Halloween, I'm staying at home. I'm way past that, so I'll be tired.
I have to say, they're going to start doing stuff. I'm sure you're going to see people out dressed up this weekend because I think a lot of stuff's happening this weekend as well as next weekend. So you'll see random, as they used to say on the How I Met Your Mother, there'll be a lot of slutty pumpkins out.
On that note.
And on that note, I'd like to thank you, as always, for listening to the Liquid Late Nights podcast. We're on your finer podcast platforms. Give us 5 stars and Apple review. Like and subscribe. YouTube.com/Liquid Late Nights. Always online at liquidlatenights.com. And we out. Peace.
Yeah. Sounds good.